Hi, dear friends. We are currently doing a series on parenting, trying to understand finer nuances of parenting and how we can create a happy, healthy environment for parents and children. In today's video, I will be sharing my thoughts on three important areas of parenting, three important concepts of parenting: listening, understanding our children, and understanding their variable moods, and also the extent of influence that we parents have on our children. So let's start with listening. Now, when I talk about listening, many a time parents come back and tell me that it is my children's responsibility to listen to us. So most parents feel that it is the children who need to listen to the parents. But actually, if you look at it, the other way around is really important. We as parents need to listen to our children. Why is that so? Why is listening really important? Now, in my perspective, I feel that listening has a lot of benefits, but I'm going to share some important reasons and benefits that we get from listening. First of all, as we listen to our children, it helps us realize and learn more about what's happening in their lives. We get a peep into their own minds, their children's minds, and find out what's really happening. What are the thought patterns? What are they really thinking about? What are their desires? Who are their friends? What are their likes? What are their dislikes? We learn a lot about our children as we listen to them. Secondly, when we listen to our children, that helps them feel loved and cared for. Our children feel that, yes, my parents really love me, they care for me, they understand me, and I am important to my parent. The third reason listening is really important is it helps our children feel a sense of belonging. They feel that I belong to this home, I matter, I am an important member of this family. And my parents feel that my thoughts, my ideas, my likes, my dislikes, my feelings are all important to my parents. And that really makes a big difference in their own self-esteem. Children really develop a healthy sense of self when they have a sense of belonging. Fourthly, when we listen to our children, they feel heard and validated. And when they feel heard and validated, they are able to process their emotions much better. They have a healthy emotional quotient. They develop far more better mental health. And this, we can just accomplish this with the simple act of listening to our children. And finally, I feel that listening is far more important, especially because of the variable traumas that our children face in daily life. And children face a lot of traumas. In fact, I would call that even mini traumas, because for a little child going into school and getting, affected by how mean their friends are, or how maybe sometimes the teachers are prejudiced, maybe they are having challenges with their siblings, with other adults in the family. And all of that can be traumatic in different intensities to children. And when we listen to our children, that helps them process those traumas and overcome them. So that's really invaluable for children. And we can all do this just by the act of listening. So listen to anything that your child is telling you. The small stuff, the sad stuff, the exciting news, and the boring and repetitive information that they give you. Have patience and listen to them. And at some point of time when they grow up, they will continue sharing their stories and their thoughts with you. So listen earnestly to anything your children want to tell you, no matter what. And if you don't listen eagerly to the little stuff when they are little, they won't tell you the big stuff when they are big. Because to them, all of this stuff has always been big stuff. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you about was understanding our children. Now, listening does help start the process of understanding our children better. We get a peep into their world. Our children go into a constant mood roller coaster, and sometimes they're very happy, sometimes they're very excited, sometimes they go down into sadness and anger and frustration. And that's very, very normal. And that may be very difficult for us to handle, especially when we are going through mood roller coasters too. And as adults, we go through ups and downs in moods very often too. Now, we might think, why do we really need to put up with our children's moods, up and down moods? But it is really important for us to be able to do that because our children are human. They are not machines. They are not slaves. They do not belong to us like possessions. They are not objects. They are separate people having their own individual personality. They have their own good and bad days. They have good and bad feelings. They have opinions. They have likes and dislikes. And as parents, it's important for us to be aware of this all the time. Unfortunately, many a time children are punished for being human. Children are not allowed to have grumpy moods. They are not allowed to have bad days, disrespectful tones, or bad attitudes. And it's really ironical because as adults, we have them all the time. None of us are perfect. And we must stop holding our children to a higher standard of perfection than we can attain ourselves. Now, this awareness is crucial in us understanding our children. And this actually paves the way for us to really empathically be there, listen to our children, understand them deeply, and really be mindful parents for our children. The third thing that I wanted to talk to you today was about the extent of influence that we have on our children. But sometimes when we notice our children's bad moods or negative behavior, we get very frustrated and react with our frustration. Instead, I feel that as parents, we should leverage the influence that we have on our children. And we all have influence on our children. Use this influence to guide them lovingly in a right direction towards more healthy behavior. Now, some of you might wonder, but really, do we have influence over our children? Because our children don't seem to be listening to us. But the next time your child is talking to their friend, just try and see what they're talking about, and you'll find that many a times they are using expressions like, my mother said this, my father did that, my mother doesn't like this, or my father doesn't like that. And just that, hearing that phrase will tell you how much of influence you as a parent have on your child. We are the ones who do everything for our children. And at a very, very deep level, regardless of the amount of time that our child is spending with us, our child knows that we care for our child. And so, how we speak to our children, how we treat them, that dictates how they treat themselves. I'm going to repeat this again because this is so important. It is established that we have a lot of influence on our child, but how we treat them, how we speak to them, decides how they will treat themselves. How we speak to them decides how they speak to themselves, how their internal dialogue is, and how they actually see themselves. If we speak kindly to them, they will treat themselves kindly. If we speak harshly to them, they may treat themselves harshly. You may not even know it that they are treating themselves harshly. It's a very internal thing for them, but they might probably be treating themselves harshly. So it's important that we as parents treat our children as if they are angels reborn, most kind, most wise. That doesn't mean that you let them do what they want to do, but in our hearts, we approach with that attitude that these are really angels and that they are already wise. And all we need to do is to enable that wisdom by the environment that we create at home, by our speech, by our attitude. And so speak to your children as if they are the wisest, kindest, most beautiful, magical humans on earth. And our children will definitely live up to that expectation of yours. For what they believe is what they will become. Thank you so much for listening to these thoughts on listening, understanding, and the influence that we have on our children. And for those who do not know me, I am Lata Ramesh. I'm a certified clinical and medical hypnotherapist, a life coach, anxiety coach, with a special interest in parents and children. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.